Welcome, I'm Dr. Mobgrinder, and in today's video, I'd like to formally introduce you to command blocks. If you're brand new to command blocks, you've come to the right place. If you have experience with these blocks, maybe check out the last video we did on a super simple world border. So let's break it down. First, I'd like to talk about commands. And what are they? So command is our way of telling the game what action we want it to perform. So if you were to type / on your keyboard, we're going to get this screen to pop up. So we're just scratching the surface here, but as you can see, we can control things like time, weather. We can teleport ourselves or other players to a desired location. Really, any programmable aspect of the game we have at our fingertips with commands. So now that we have an idea of what commands are, what are command blocks? Well, simply put, a command block is a storage container for the action that we want the game to perform. So we've got three different flavors. We've got orange, green, and blue. Orange is going to be our impulse. And as you can see here under block type, when we click on this, we can change that. And as we do, we're going to change the color of that block. We'll get more into what each of these blocks does next. So now, how do you get a command block? So you have to give yourself, and appropriately, you have to give it to yourself with a command. So we've got / give itself command _ block. So as you'll be able to see here, this is not an item that you can get in your regular creative menu. So an example of a world where somebody may want to use commands is a mini games, PvP, red light, green light. Another example is what I'm about to show you here. So let's say you got quite a large distance in your work areas, right? So here you can program those coordinates into those blocks and teleport back and forth without having to constantly retype this. Here are some other impulse commands. So the impulse command, the orange block, is something we have to manually click. There has to be an impulse. And whether that's with a pressure plate or a button or a lever, it requires that impulse. All All right, so this next example is our chain command. As you can see, we've got several blocks chained together. And typically when we're doing this, we want actions performed in a timely fashion. We want them in order. So we've created here for you a very simple countdown, if you can see in the center of your screen. And then lastly, we've got our repeat block. So there's a command in here. We're going to perform the gong sound, right? So each time we stand on that blue wool, we're going to hear this gong. But this is a repeat block. So as long as we're standing on the blue wool, we're going to continue hearing that block without any manual impulse. So no, this is a very basic introduction. Hopefully not too dry. I wanted to keep things very straightforward. I consider myself a student, not an expert of command blocks. So if you find that you share that same passion, that you enjoy troubleshooting, taking on new projects, and this is something that interests you, please subscribe to the channel. Much more content to come. In the comments, let me know what projects you guys would like to see, and we'll tackle this together. All right, I'll catch you on the next one.